Murder technology. The gas chamber is a small cylindrical or six, and often an octagonal chamber made of metal, with windows for observing the execution process. The camera is closed with a massive door, and through a metal traverse a screw is pressed against the doorway seal. In the chamber, 1 or 2 chairs, by the way, are noted that the execution of 2 people at once passes better, and the executed behave more calmly. Before execution, part of the stethoscope with a tube is attached to the body of the executed, which is connected inside the camera to the device that allows the prison doctor to monitor the heart's heartbeat. Before the execution, the gas chamber is checked for tightness, for which a special pump pumps air out of it, and the device on the gas chamber control panel shows a decrease in the pressure. This operation is also carried out just before the gas is launched, when the executed is already tied with belts to the chair. Under the chairs in the floor there are containers in which sulfuric acid is poured. A lever is immediately installed above the container, to which a tissue bag with granules of potassium cyanide or sodium cyanide is tied. At the time of the execution, the gas chamber operator remotely lowers the tissue bag into sulfuric acid, after which a chemical reaction begins with the release of gaseous cyanide hydrogen. In preparation for the execution, the prison staff recommends the executed, when the gas begins to stand out, to take a few deep breaths. This will cause loss of consciousness and quick death, thereby facilitating suffering. What the hell? How do you know? It was this phrase that answered Barbara Graham to the guard, who was the last to leave the camera, and gave her a similar advice. These were her last words. After the execution in the gas chamber, a special valve is opened, usually in the ceiling, and the ventilation system draws the remains of toxic gas into a special reservoir. And sulfuric acid in containers under the chairs is washed off with distilled water. In 1995, Stuart A. proposed to use, instead of cyanides, pure nitrogen, from which a person is not poisoned, but suffocates before this during the first minute, losing consciousness. In addition, nitrogen has no color, taste, and smell, and is safe for executioners of execution in case of leakage from the camera, as it is one of the air components. In addition, execution with nitrogen is cheaper. After the Second World War, many states in the United States abandoned the use of gas chambers due to a bad reputation after massacres in death camps. The gas chamber is considered the most expensive, most difficult, and the most dangerous type of execution. From 1937 to 1940, Lithuania practiced the execution of criminals with the help of a gas chamber. In the spring of 1993, Sergei Larionov, the boss of the criminal group, executed 6 conspirators using a gas chamber, which was equipped in a concrete basement of a rented garage. Carbon dioxide from a cylinder, another hose from the basement, connected to a silencer of the car, were supplied through the hose. March 2020. The latest use of the gas chamber on March 4, 1999. Executed.